The Parable of the Broken Teapot. Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled in the mountains, there lived an elderly woman named Asha. She was known for her wisdom and ability to solve problems that seemed insurmountable to others. One day, a young girl named Leela came to Asha, distressed and on the verge of tears. "Asha," Leela said, "my favorite teapot is broken. My grandmother gave it to me and it means so much to me. What should I do?" Asha smiled gently and invited Leela to sit with her in the garden. She poured them both some tea from her own teapot and began to tell a story. "Many years ago," Asha began, "I too had a favorite teapot. It was a gift from my mother, and I treasured it dearly. One day, just like you, I accidentally broke it. I was heartbroken and didn't know what to do. So I went to the wise elder of our village, just as you have come to me. The elder told me that problems are like puzzles. They challenge us, but they also teach us valuable lessons. He handed me a tube of special glue and said, 'Fix it with care and patience, and it will become even more beautiful.' I took the pieces of my teapot and carefully glued them back together. It took time and patience, but when I was done, I found that the cracks had formed a unique pattern. The teapot wasn't the same as before, it was better. The cracks told a story of resilience and love." Leela listened intently, her tears forgotten. Asha continued, "From that day on, whenever I faced a problem, I remembered the lesson of the broken teapot. Problems can be fixed with patience, creativity, and care. Sometimes the solutions make things even better than they were before." Leela smiled, feeling hopeful. Let's learn some words from the story. Quaint. Meaning: attractively unusual or old-fashioned. Example: the village had a quaint charm with its cobblestone streets and vintage shops. Elderly. Meaning: a polite term for old or aging. Example: the elderly woman shared her wisdom with anyone who sought her advice. Distressed. Meaning: suffering from anxiety, sorrow, or pain. Example: Leela looked distressed as she explained how she broke her favorite teapot. Insurmountable. Meaning: too great to be overcome. Example: the villagers often turned to Asha for help with their insurmountable problems. Treasured. Meaning: valued highly, cherished. Example: Leela treasured the teapot because it was a gift from her grandmother. Resilience. Meaning: the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties. Example: the repaired teapot symbolized resilience and strength. Nostalgia. Meaning: a sentimental longing for the past. Example: the broken teapot brought a wave of nostalgia, reminding Leela of her grandmother. Serene. Meaning: calm, peaceful, and untroubled. Example: the village had a serene atmosphere, with its quiet streets and beautiful gardens. Hopeful. Meaning: feeling or inspiring optimism about a future event. Example: Leela felt hopeful after hearing Asha's story about her own broken teapot. Asha handed her a tube of glue and said, "Take your time and don't be afraid of the cracks. They are part of your story." Leela went home and, with patience and care, mended her teapot. Just as Asha had said, the cracks formed a beautiful pattern. The teapot, now even more precious to her, stood as a testament to the lesson she had learned. From that day on, Leela approached her problems with a newfound perspective, understanding that with patience, creativity, and care, even broken things can become beautiful once more. And whenever someone in the village faced a difficult problem, they would often hear the story of Leela and her broken teapot, a gentle reminder that problems are simply opportunities in disguise.